Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the One of These Days podcast. It's episode number 7, and I'm joined by, as always, by my co-host Al. How are we?
Wow, that felt weird. I should be doing that.
Yeah,
That's
no, it's me now. I've
yeah,
taken control of this podcast.
yeah. It's been like the Great Invasion. God,
Yeah,
that felt
well,
that's
you stuffed it up. You stuffed it up 2 times before this, and I just said, "No, I'm doing it now," and
yeah.
it was a
Well,
great success.
yeah. Well, originally we were up to episode 3, according to me, and then
Yeah, according to you, the first time.
yeah, that wasn't great. But yeah. Now I felt the pressure of finding something funny to say when you introduced me. So,
Yeah, it's a
I
big job.
yeah, it's the struggle. I feel it. Um,
Yeah,
right. So, it's been what 2 days since we last recorded a podcast. Yeah, 2, 3, a couple of days.
close enough.
Yeah, right.
Great.
Okay, so I'm going to keep it real. There's not a lot happened in the news those last 3 days, but I've got a couple of things down for the recurring segment, which is very exciting. So in the news this last couple of days, it's been Rory Lobb requests to trade back to GWS. That's fresh off the press.
Did he?
That is right here
How news that?
today. This afternoon, I think. So there
That
you
is
go.
very weird. I don't know. That's just confusing. I'd that'd be a big loss for Fremantle.
Was it? Do you know? You would be the person to know this out of anybody. But do you know if he signed with Fremantle originally, or did he get traded to Fremantle? So, like,
No, he was at. What was he? Was he at GWS? Was he?
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Well, he was at GWS and then he went to Freo. So
yeah. But do you know if he signed or got traded? Because it'd be awkward if he got traded there and now he's wanting to trade back. Because
I'm assuming he was.
I think,
His
hmm,
contract was out. I don't know if he.
I think he
I
probably
don't
would have
think he
just
requested
signed.
a
But
trade.
yeah,
I don't think he requested a trade there. I wouldn't know, to be honest.
that was
Rory Love's like a bloke that I feel when I want him to play well, like in Supercoach, he doesn't play well. But when I don't, when I do want him to wait, what did I
wow,
say before?
words.
When I don't want him to play well, he plays well, and when I do want him to play well, he plays shit. So I'm not a big fan of Rory Lobb. There's not many
Wow,
occasions where I have to care about him, but
yeah,
in Supercoach, if there's a bloke with Rory Lobb,
yeah. The rare
he's not
occasion.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, staying on the AFL topic, Eddie Betts has also landed a coaching role at Geelong. This happened after the actually, I think it probably happened the day of the podcast, but I was too
No, I
ignorant.
think it happened on Tuesday morning. I think it was like it was officially like announced by the media Wednesday morning.
Right.
So there you go.
Yeah. Avid Cats fan pretending he doesn't
Yeah.
know when Eddie Betts joined Geelong. So,
Hey,
what?
no, it was Wednesday morning.
Okay, it was Wednesday
Oh,
morning.
yes.
Right. Well, okay. Well, as a fan of Geelong, what are your thoughts? Will that be a good coaching pickup for you, or?
Yes, it will be. I think one area the Cats struggled in last season was a bit of small forwards, I guess. Brad Close has a lot of potential though. So hopefully it's good for Close's development and Frank the Tank Evans. Hopefully Dalias can leave and never play a game for us again. And Brian
Wow.
Myers, who I don't really care for. I don't think he's a great player, Brian Myers.
I think
Hopefully it's good for him.
I think Ryan Myers is good when he's good, but when he's not good, he's kind of like just a couple of disposal, Andy. So
Yeah. Well, he's
I
not good a lot of the time, so you know.
yeah, well, right, yeah. So well, that'll be good for you, I think. Would have
Yes.
been nice to see him come to Melbourne, but no, that's fine.
Melbourne don't need him. We need him.
I feel like our small forwards could really benefit from him. I think
Yeah.
I think you're on the verge of cracking it, but they've just
Yeah.
they just need that extra push, which we're not. I don't even know who our
Yeah.
forward coach is, but I'm assuming it's
Yeah.
probably not
Well,
Eddie
when your
Betts
forwards
caliber.
are going well, when your
Uh,
team's going well, you don't need to worry about who the coaches are, I guess. So,
yeah, very true. True news.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also in the news, Dominic Perrottet has started as premier, which I'm not going to get into because we're a controversy-free podcast.
Started his reign.
Yeah. um. Okay. Well, there's two more things. 50-meter blue bottles have washed up in the UK of all places. The UK. I didn't know they had blue
UK,
bottles.
bro.
And 50-meter one. Like
Oh,
that is 50. How do you get 50-meter blue bottles?
Well, they 50 meters from the bottom of their little tendril to the top of their head.
Yeah, but
Uh,
50 meters. How
Are
long's a whale?
they long? Are
I
they
don't,
as
I don't
wide
know.
as they are long, or is this like a very
Do you know?
long
Do you
sort
know?
of
Do you
thing?
know what blue bottles are?
Yeah, I know what blue
Yeah,
bottles are, but
yeah.
how long are they? Are they like really just long but thin, or are they sort of packing in both lengths?
No, they're more long than they are wide. But
Yeah, I know, but like you look at a regular sort of
I'm
uh
assuming it's that little tentacle
jellyfish.
thing that comes off them. But 50,
No,
50 meters sounds a bit ridiculous.
you look at a regular jellyfish, like their dimensions, sort of. That's
Yeah,
their
yeah, right,
dimensions.
yeah.
Is it the same dimensions, or is it like just very very much longer than it is wide
Well, I don't know. I didn't
compared
really
to the
look into it,
regular
but I
jellyfish?
read the headline and I was baffled by it. 15 meters. Imagine if they washed up at like Bondi or something. They would be
Yeah.
would be in awe. They're bad enough
Yes.
down here as fucking anywhere else, but yeah, in the UK, so suck on that.
Yeah.
Um,
In Queensland, I stepped on a lot of jellyfish. They weren't stinging jellyfish. I'd just like to mention that. So I'm a pretty
right,
hardcore kind of guy.
yeah, you're just an absolute truther. Stands on jellyfish
Yeah.
for fun.
Absolutely.
Right now, the big news of the week or the couple days is some of you YouTube viewers may have noticed, but TF Cal, myself, has changed his Discord profile picture. Wow, that
Oh
is
wow.
incredible news. It's
I've noticed that.
gone from Noel Gallagher at Main Road to the Wish You Were Here cover. So
I don't
that's
think this guy likes Oasis anymore, to be honest. It's
oh
yeah, it's
jeez.
concerning. There are concerning levels of just shunning
I
Oasis.
still love Oasis. I think Floyd should. Oasis is my
You're
favorite band
cheating
of all
on
time. I think Floyd is just probably my favorite at the moment.
you're
So
cheating on Oasis. I don't
yeah,
think they'll appreciate this.
there's no nice way to say it. Oasis, I'm cheating on you. At the moment, I
Disgusting.
might come back to you. It's fun. Right.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Now that's out the way. And I've been publicly shamed. Um,
hmm
right. So every podcast, as you know, this is second nature by now. Um,
Actually, hold the line. Hold the line. I've
wow,
got,
wow,
I've got,
jeez,
I've got some
wowee.
more news.
Oh no.
My pack. So
Oh, here we go.
my soccer jersey for Melbourne Victory has arrived. I have that. I'm actually wearing it right now. I think it's very stylish. I think it's snazzy. And my Wolverhampton jersey, which I ordered a while back, is expected to arrive this Tuesday. So it's very exciting.
That,
It's exciting times here.
that's incredible news. Angry, does this mean Angry Jack has been converted to Happy Jack this podcast?
There's one topic for Angry Jack
Oh dear. Oh dear.
later on.
Oh no.
We could do it now if you want.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yep.
I'm sick of these jokes about Geelong being a retirement home. It's not fair. You know what? The Saints, they're more of a retirement home because they're shit and they have old players. At least Geelong are decent with their older players. Isaac Smith's a good player. And, we've got plenty of older players over 30 that are great players. What about the Saints? Their older players suck. Be the retirement home.
Wow. There you have it. I'm gonna say this is a bit of a moderate Jack today
They're
because
joke.
there's been an angry Jack. There's been a furious Jack. Really, you were fired up over that, and
Fuming.
there's been a amazed Jack. So I think it'll be more of an
Yeah.
amazing day when it actually comes. So I'll give you a moderate today. You are
Yes, and if it arrives on a Tuesday, it'll be fresh off the press, our podcast. So that's very exciting,
what
actually.
about a Wednesday?
That'll be a disaster.
What this is it, it's Thursday today.
Yeah, I know, but if it arrives on a Wednesday,
Well, what if it arrives on a Tuesday?
please. No, if it
Why is it
arrives
so
on a
much better
Tuesday,
if it
it's
arrives on a
better.
Tuesday? What? Why?
Don't ask
Okay,
questions.
okay,
It's
okay,
obviously
fair
would be
enough.
better if it arrived sooner and
Oh,
it was on
right.
the same day of the
Well,
podcast.
what if it arrives on a Monday before the podcast?
No, it says Australia Post has told me it will arrive between Tuesday the 12th or Thursday the 14th.
Right,
It might be a Wednesday, it might be a Thursday. That'll be a total disaster
so
because
Tuesday
that's the day we go back
best
to
case
school.
scenario. Oh yeah, geez, disastrous.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. If it hasn't arrived by Thursday, I might have to stay home and wait.
And then the anxious wait of
Yeah.
whether he'll get his Wolverhampton jersey. Wow.
Ooh wee.
Wow. Okay, right. Now, you're not going to hold me back this time. Uh, right. So, as you know, every week, or every podcast, I should say, We give each other an album to review. This week, I've given Jack Wanted on Voyage by George Ezra, and he's given me The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars by David Bowie. So
Yes.
we've gone away and reviewed them, obviously, and now here are the results from our listens. So do you want me to go first, or shall I? Yeah, me? Okay.
No, me first.
You. Oh, jeez. Okay.
I'm known for going first,
Okay,
and
you know.
I feel
Yeah.
like
Well,
it's a me day today.
I'm known for
It's a me day.
I'm known for introducing the podcast, but that's been taken away from me. So
No, it's my day
okay,
today.
it's your day. It's your day.
I'm the star of this podcast.
Wouldn't want to ruin it. Wouldn't want to ruin Moderate Jack.
Yeah.
That'd be a disaster.
Anyway,
Okay, right.
so I won't be too moderate on this album.
Oh no.
Yeah, I fucking hate this album.
Oh,
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my
It's a
God.
good album.
Oh,
No, I do really like this album. So this is a roller coaster of emotions. So
this is terrifying.
yeah. This is like the grand final all over again. Wow,
Yeah. Wow. It was like started off
rollercoaster.
alright, then it just went to shit, and now it's slowly progressing back to being good. So hopefully,
Yeah, well,
there's a blowout in the end.
I guess I'll start. So the vocal performance, people know George Ezra. He's a good vocalist.
Beautiful
All
deep
throughout
voice.
the entire album. Yeah, beautiful little falsetto thing. I think that's what it's called. And it's a good debut album. I don't know how he was before this album. I don't know how long he was an artist for. This might be one of those albums where you've been in the music scene for a while, but you've been releasing singles and EPs and stuff. But the first album's a bit while after. But yeah, it's a good debut album. It's nothing particularly groundbreaking. He doesn't really stray from a different formula. He doesn't stray from the same formula, but it still works, I guess. People sort of know him for just sort of sticking to the same formula. People don't come to him for anything groundbreaking, really. They know that he's just sort of he's a hit maker. Good voice. They don't come for like a big heavy sort of listen. They just come for a light listen, I guess.
Yeah.
It works with that sort of thing. So yeah. Particular things I like in this album are the synths. I think he the synths in this album sort of sometimes they play off his voice, sometimes they play off the guitar, and I think that really works. That's pretty much it. Worst song.
Pretty, jeez. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. My worst song is "Listen to the Man," which it's a bit weird. It sounds a bit out of place. It's a little bit cheesy. I don't particularly like it.
Yeah,
And the
enough.
best song
Ooh.
is "Did You Hear the Rain," which I've given a 9 out of 10.
There you go. Jeez.
It's a very nice song. It starts off with a sort of it's like just vocals by itself, no instrumental, for a good chunk of the song for about a minute and a half. Before it gets into the real sort of heavy stuff. It's definitely the heaviest song on the album. I think it's really good, actually.
Wow.
It's sort of the only song that really strays from the formula on this album, which I really like.
Yeah.
Lead guitar sort of plays off the vocals. It's a good change of pace after some of the pretty mellow songs which I think came before it. It sort of becomes a bit weird in the way that it sort of starts off with like a lot of the hits, I guess. Then it sort of goes a bit mellow in the middle. Then it finishes off with some really nice, a bit heavier songs, which is pretty good. Overall, I'm giving this album an 8 out of 10.
Wow. Okay. I'm happy with that. I didn't know if you were going to like it or not. I thought you might, but I mean, for a pop album, like I'd class it as pop, to be honest. So I mean, for a pop album, I'm surprised because you're renowned for not liking the old pop music too much. So I'm quite, yeah. Well, telling it how it is. I like. Yeah. No, I'm very impressed. Good job, Mr. Tungib. You've also gone into a lot more detail than I have for my review, but I'll try and muster some.
I listened to this album twice, by the way.
Twice? Wow.
Yeah, so I could just remember sort of all the songs a little bit more, so I could go in depth
Wow.
about the ones I like and I don't like. So there you go.
I listened to this album at 7 o'clock and I don't remember any of the songs, but I'm lucky I've written something
Really?
down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
lucky
I
you wrote
remember
something down.
I remember the basics, and I don't remember the
Right. I
specifics.
would love to listen to the album you're reviewing for the first time again. Like,
Oh,
jeez,
jeez,
what
right.
a bloody album! There's a lot of albums I'd just love to listen to the first time again that I've given you. Jeez.
Yeah, right, okay. I can't really say the same about my albums. I normally just discover a song and I'm like, that's a good song, and then I'll tack on. Like I don't sit down and listen to an album. I go track by track, and I eventually like random tracks, and I eventually like, oh, that's from that album. Yeah, that's good, and then that, and then eventually I might listen to the full album, which in most cases I've probably listened to um all of the albums I've given you, which you'd hope, but
Hmm.
yeah, but no, it's I've got a weird way of listening to albums. So yeah, well, okay, right. Anyway, on to my review. I was given
Yep.
The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and The Spiders from Mars. So that was a mouthful in itself. So I was quite overwhelmed before the album had started.
Yeah.
But okay, with it, okay. Well, I've kind of put down the first opening line, which I'm pretty sure you'll disagree with, but without being particularly groundbreaking, which I don't know if it's meant to be groundbreaking, but I think it is. But I didn't find anything too like out of place from the time period.
Yeah.
I think the material was quite consistent. I liked the sound, so and kind of carried through the album, I thought, and it was quite a satisfying. It was like a satisfying sound, and you felt fulfilled after you finished listening to it. So
Yep.
yeah, it was. I enjoyed the sound. So my low light of the album was "Hang On to Yourself." wasn't huge on that.
Right.
Like I didn't hate any songs on this album, but that was probably the
Yep.
weakest link.
It is. I feel it is probably the weakest song on the album, the least memorable. I think at
Least
least.
memorable. It had a yeah. It was a bit of a stranger sound to the other songs, but
Yeah.
and now the standout for me, which is one of uh, actually no, it's the only 9 I've given on the album.
Ooh.
Is
Right.
Rock and Roll Suicide. I thought
Oh yes,
that was a
yes. Get
outstanding
in.
song. Yeah,
Yes.
I
Oh,
quite liked
W
that.
opinion.
Yeah, there you go.
It's my favorite
Jeez.
song off the album as
Oh
well.
wow. Okay, that's
There
the
you
only
go.
one I've given a 9, but I've given
10 for me though.
I've given 4 8s though. So
Yep.
I thought those 4 8s went to Soul Love, Moonage Daydream, Starman, It Ain't Easy, and
Yes.
Lady Stardust. So there you go.
W.
There
This
you
is a
go.
W
W
result
opinion.
actually here.
Yeah. Well, I was pleasantly surprised as well. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did. Overall, I've given it an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was a
Yes.
very good listen. So yeah, there you
Is
go.
only one song over 8.5, but you give the whole album 8.5.
Well, no,
That's
okay.
pretty
I,
good thing.
I look. I thought Rock and Roll Suicide was a very good song, but I thought that,
Yes.
and I think the eights kind of like the base of the album were around eights, but I think Rock and Roll Suicide kind of just pitched it up the 0.5 because I did thoroughly enjoy that song. It could have been a 10 if it I don't know, but yeah.
What do you think of Starman, the big song off the album?
Yeah, well, I knew it was the hit of the album, but I didn't particularly enjoy it as much as like I've still given it an 8, so I think it was good, but I didn't quite enjoy it as much as other songs. I think aside from Rock and Roll Suicide, my favorite song was probably Moonage Daydream or Soul Love, one of
Yep.
them. But
Yep.
yeah, Starman wasn't bad by any means, but I just don't think it was the best. So yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Anyway,
Fair
okay, so
enough.
have you got a recommended album? Or, okay, because I'm quite nervous
Yes.
to give you mine because I don't know if you'll like this one.
Well, that's
So,
the point of this. That's the
well,
point
it
of
is the
this.
point, but it's also going to chronically deflate me.
Nope,
Okay, right, so do you want to
that's okay.
you
This
wanna go
one will,
first?
I think, will also chronically deflate me.
Okay.
I know you will hate this that I'm giving you
Oh,
this.
right. Oh, no.
I know that you have history with this band
Oh,
and you don't
no.
like it.
Oh, no.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about right now, but I'm giving
Oh,
you "Let There Be Rock" by AC/DC.
far out. Okay. Okay,
My
no,
favorite
that's all right.
AC/DC
That's
album.
all right. It could have been Green Day or someone. That's all right.
I don't like them either.
I don't like Green Day. Green Day are atrocious. Okay, I'll give. Okay, right. So AC/DC. What's the album called again?
Let There Be Rock
Let
from
There Be Rock.
1977. The
Okay.
big song from this album is probably Let There Be Rock, the title. A whole lot of Rosie, actually, and Let There Be Rock. So there you go.
Can't say I recognize the songs off the bat, so this might be a bit of a disaster going in. But
Yeah.
my limited AC/DC knowledge is probably displayed there. Anyway,
Hey,
the recommended album I have given you this week or this podcast is "Live for the Moment" by the Sherlocks. It's another one
right.
of my little indie bands. They follow me on TikTok, so big ups.
Do they?
They do. Verified follower. Wow.
Yeah,
Um,
that's impressive.
that is huge. But yeah,
124,000 monthly listeners. Wow,
well,
that's pretty big for the TFCal TikTok. Not as big
yeah,
as me. Doing the intro for this, which basically means I'm a star.
yeah,
It's
but yeah. It was.
it's still impressive.
I almost had the spotlight, but no, it's well and truly yours. So
So,
okay, right. So AC/DC, you've got the Sherlocks. So
yep.
yeah, hopefully you like it. I think there'll be ups and downs to this album for you, but
Oof, all right. What's
uh,
their genre? Is it just
it's just kind of indie rock. So
okay?
uh,
Alt rock.
they're kind of well, okay. This was a 2016 album or 17 album, I believe.
Yep, 70.
And they didn't really do anything for a couple of year period, and now like only just now they've really started to come back. So I mean, I'm kind of excited for the future. They've got a new album coming out.
Ooh,
So yeah, I'll be intrigued to see where they go with this. I'm quite a fan of the singles, so
yeah.
I'll be on the lookout for that. So you might have
All
another
right.
Sherlock's recommendation very soon. But right, anyway,
Jeez.
no, maybe I don't know. Okay, so right. So last week or last Monday, okay, I gotta get last week or next week out of the vocabulary. It's no good because
Hey,
it screws my
oh my
sentence.
god! I just remembered we don't record on Tuesdays. We record on Mondays. I was talking about
Yes,
getting the package on a Tuesday
yeah,
and then
that's what I was trying to
recording
tell
the.
you.
Ah, damn it! Sorry
Jeez,
about that, everybody. That's
wow,
probably just confused everybody
poor form,
into oblivion.
poor form.
Yeah,
Okay,
all five of our listeners
all five
into a
hours, yeah,
deep state of confusion.
yeah,
So
that's terrible news. Anyway, okay, so last episode, we ranked our top 10 best songs over 10 minutes. Now we've kind of flipped the card, and now we're doing best songs under 2 minutes. So we've got our
yes,
top 10, I believe. Hopefully you've got 10. Because I
yes.
kind of struggled for this. I'm not going to lie. I found it a lot harder than the top 10 to find songs I like because I feel like there was a lot. There were a lot of songs, but I just don't think any of them were really to my liking. But
It's sort of hard to sort of really like a 2 minute song, but
yeah,
you know.
I think
They're sort of hard to find, but then find, but they're not easy to find either. So
I found plenty of
it's a
songs
weird one for me.
between 2 minutes and 1 second, 2 minutes and 10 seconds, but under 2 minutes was just a straight. There,
Oh,
I would have had an elite top 10 if we had have gone 2 minutes under 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Like it was
imagine under 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That would be just
that. Yeah,
unbelievably easy.
it would be an amazing list. That would be, but
Sort of, and it's also sort of like the 10 minute one. Like if you had one that was like sort of maybe songs over 8 minutes, it'd be very easy. But if you had, and it also works with
yeah.
if you had songs under 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which that would be very easy as well. It's definitely a weird one. I think there's some sort of thing in the industry where no one wants to make songs over 10 minutes, and no one wants to make songs under 2 minutes. So there you go.
You've got a song that's 2 minutes and 29 seconds. You're dropped from the label. You 2 minutes 31 seconds. We're promoting you. It's probably what it's like, to be fair. So
Yeah.
anyway, okay. Without further ado, number 10. What have you got?
What have I got?
What have you got? Yes.
That is a good question because what I've got is maybe a controversial one.
Oh no.
I found a lot of versions
Oh
where
no.
it's
Oh
like
no.
2 minutes and 5 seconds, but there's one version that comes in clutch that is 1 minute and 59 seconds, and that song is "A Little Less Conversation" by Elvis Presley.
Wow. Jeez. Okay. I think you've gone a bit higher scale than I have. I've kind of struggled and have stretched my penny a bit, but Um,
Yeah. Well, I've
yeah,
got
wow,
a
there
little
you
less
go.
conversation. It's probably my favorite Elvis Presley song. I don't know.
Jeez, that's a big call.
You know,
Wow.
it's just a banger. You know,
Yeah, just a
who
bit
who
of a
doesn't
banger.
love he's a little less conversation. You know,
Well, there you
banger.
go. Right. Okay. Fair enough. So you've gone for Elvis number 10. I think that's going to be pretty hard to beat somebody of his caliber on this list. But for number 10, I've gone for One of the Few by Pink Floyd. It's from the Final Cut. I re-listened to the
Oof.
Final Cut the other day, and I actually really enjoy that album. Like, I know it's just kind of like the
Oh
runoffs
dear.
from The Wall, but I actually quite enjoy that album. I think it's got some of the best like meanings behind songs. So yeah, but one of these few, well, one of the few rather. Sorry, I don't even know the name of the song. I don't think it was the shortest on the album, but it was definitely the standout of the couple that were shorter Pink Floyd
Yeah.
songs at least. But yeah, I think it's a pretty alright song. There you go.
Yep.
Number
So
nine. Oh no, you going? No,
yes,
yeah,
nope,
Helen?
nope.
No,
Number
oh,
nine.
okay.
I'll give
Number
I'll give
nine.
you a little I'll give you a little thing in the spotlight for a little bit with this.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yes, I've been taking the spotlight from you, so I'll give it to you. So I've got number nine. I've got "Hit the Road Jack" by Ray Charles. It's a bit
Okay.
of maybe another curveball
Bit of a
in
curveball.
the
Yeah.
list.
Well, I can't say I know the song, so
I think you'd know it if you
I
listen
think I
to it.
probably
But
yeah.
it's got some like women singing the chorus, I guess. It's I don't know. Like
Okay, fair enough.
it's a bit weird. It's got like a
Right.
choir of ladies singing the chorus. You'd,
Uh,
you'd know it, and
all right.
it's like this guy.
I'll have to have a listen to it.
It's
So
like this guy who's like broke up with his girlfriend, and he's like being told to leave. He's like he doesn't want to leave, and these women tell him to leave. So it's
right. Okay.
well, okay. I'll stop talking about this.
Right. Okay. Well. Okay. Fair enough. How long did that go for?
I don't remember. I don't know the exact
Oh.
one,
Wow.
exact
Wow.
length.
Jeez.
I only had it for the first one because it could have caused controversy.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I'll
Uh.
check. I'll check.
Okay.
I'll check for
Good.
you.
We want factual statistics here on the One of These
You,
Days
you say
podcast.
you're number nine, and I'll do some
Okay,
research.
my number nine, I've gone for "Stressed Out" by Rex Orange County. I think he's incredibly underrated for what he's done. He releases bangers. He's a good bopper. So yeah, he doesn't tend to release very long songs. So I thought he probably would have had a couple more songs under 2 minutes. But I do like
Mhm.
"Stressed Out" as a song, regardless. It's not a very well known song, I don't think, but yeah, I quite like it. Pretty mellow. So
Yeah, so I've done the research, and this "Hit the Road Jack" is actually a minute and 59 as well. So there
oh
you go.
jeez, these seconds, I'll tell you, valuable things.
Thank you, these artists, for not making your songs a second longer, because that would be a total disaster.
It would be
Um,
terrible.
well, are we ready to
Oh,
do number eight here? I'll let you do
number
the
eight.
intro.
Okay,
Yes.
what have you got for number eight, Jack?
So this might be a weird one. This is another curveball.
Oh
I've got the
jeez.
Channel 9 Cricket by Brian Bennett, composed by Brian Bennett.
Oh, that's such
You,
a you thing to do.
you know it?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Oh, what a banger. The greatest intro to any sort of sporting event ever. It's better than the
Oh,
Fox Footy theme.
gee, yeah, I
And
was
it's
gonna
just
say,
I'm so disappointed in Channel 9 for giving up their rights to the cricket since 2019, because it's just a total disaster. Or
wow,
20
that's shocking.
2018, I think it was. It's a total disaster that they don't have this song anymore. Fox Cricket should take it over, but I don't think that'll ever happen. So we're stuck with this shitty theme by Fox Cricket, which just sounds god awful. I'm just so disappointed.
Jeez, that's rough. But yeah, very curveball of a pick there. Wouldn't have expected that. But
It's just under 2 minutes, and it's just a
there you
bloody
go.
banger.
Yep, yep. Okay. Number eight. I've kind of kept the theme consistent. I've gone for "Happiest Days of Our Lives" by Pink Floyd. It's kind of like
Mhm.
the lead into "Another Brick in the Wall" Part Two. Um, yeah, not much to say on this. For under 2 minutes, does the job. I think. Good lead-in song. And yeah, uh,
Yep.
pretty good instrumentals on this. I think. Um, not a huge fan of the vocals though, but I mean it's kind of the Wall vocals, so I mean
I
take it
think
or
it's
leave it.
okay. I think it's okay. So,
Okay. Yeah, fair
I have
enough.
to disagree with you on that one,
Oh,
Mr.
wow.
Callum.
Oh, jeez, that is, yeah. Beef between the co-hosts. It's just terrible stuff. Okay, number
Yes.
7. What have you got?
Well, I've got Pink Floyd, but it's not
Oh,
the Pink
oh,
Floyd you had. I think you might have this higher on the list. I've
oh,
got Pigs on the Wing 1.
oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
pretty solid song.
pretty
It's a nice,
self-explanatory. Yeah.
nice, good little song. Before all the craziness of Animals, where they say we live in a society. 5 minute guitar solo. There you go.
Classic joke. Wow.
Yes,
Okay,
classic.
now, please don't judge me for what I've got at number 7. I was a bit
I'm
strapped for ideas. So,
already judging you.
wow, I feel so judged. Now, it's a bit of a 2018 Fortnite throwback. We've gone for Jocelyn Flores by XXX
Well,
Yeah, I
yeah,
unironically don't mind this song. Like I think like like maybe minus like the actual rapping. I think like the background instrumental goes like it's pretty alright. I mean it's a bit of like a flat depressing song, but I think it actually it's got quite a good back part to it. So
hmm
I mean this was a big part of my year 7 music listening. Um, so
Fortnite,
so,
big
so
Fortnite
Fortnite,
fan.
yeah, used to crank 90s while listening to big XXX Tentacion. So uh, nostalgia pick maybe
Yep.
some would say. uh, right, okay, so
Yes.
swiftly moving on. Number 6, what have you got?
So what I've got for number 6 is Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band Reprise by the Beatles. Now, this is a good song.
Oh
It's a little
wow,
bit heavier than the OG Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and it's decent. It's nice. It's good, and I'm glad it's under 2 minutes. Thank you for being under 2 minutes.
wow, there you go. He's cheated the system once again by using a reprise.
Hey,
Um,
hey, it's a
it's
good
no, no,
version,
yeah,
man.
fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, mate, fair enough.
Don't judge, man.
Don't
You
judge.
had a freaking XXX Tentacion song, so shut up.
Jeez, okay. Well, I don't think my next pick's gonna help me. I've kind of stayed on the pop route. Um, I've gone Panini by Lil Nas X.
Oh,
I actually quite like. I like the chorus to this song. I think it slaps. I think it goes quite hard. I'm not a
yeah.
huge advocate for pop at the best of times, but I think this is one of the few ones that I actually quite enjoy. So yeah, no, but everybody's raving about it, and I have not got the hype. Like I think up until that point it had released pretty good music. Like
Wow, that
like
ruined his career.
no no no. Well, I think
Montero ruined
I think there was a couple of good songs on the
XXX.
album. I
Sorry,
think
not
this. I think the single was pretty average, but
So it's actually confirmed that Cal McBride's hot take is that Montero ruined Lil Nas X's
yeah,
career.
probably. Um,
Wow.
well, it was just bang average. It was nothing great about it. It was just not inventive at all. I'm probably going to sue
Yes.
for this, but oh well. Okay, number 5. Swiftly moving on. What have you got?
Number 5 for me is, well, it's following along with your sort of thing here.
Oh,
Your
oh
theme
wow.
of popular rap hip hop music.
The popular
I've got
music, as the
"Follow
kids
God"
call it.
by Kanye West. The complete opposite of your
Oh,
sinful song you
oh,
had at
I
number
missed.
6.
I can't believe I
"Follow
like that.
God."
I actually like that song, and I missed out on it.
Wow, oh, jeez,
That's my
that's
favorite Kanye song. Out of like everybody shites on it. I just said that word right. Um, uh, right, yeah. So everybody shits on it, but I actually quite like it. Like religion and politics aside, I actually uh,
yeah.
like the album. I don't mind it. I think the song, "Follow God" specifically, is uh, probably some of his best work, which is an extremely hot take, as I learned from my TikTok. But yeah, I actually like it. So there you go.
Right, well, there you
Any
go.
inspiration behind that
What?
for you?
I don't know. It's just a good song. It's got some good lyrics in it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Strong vocal performance from Mr. West.
Mr. West.
Uh, what's your number 5, young man?
Okay, my number 5. It's another bit of a happiest days of our lives moment, but it's "Intermission" by Catfish and the Bottlemen. It's got lyrics, so I'm counting it as a song. But
Okay.
but I like it's like a really like kind of build up song, and when you actually listen to the song next to it, it's a really good build up song. Without the other song behind it, I think think it still goes well. It just doesn't have the climactic finish that you'd want. But
Yeah.
I do like the sound, like the build up. It's very intense.
Yeah.
I think 5 was a worthy position for this.
All right.
So number 4.
Okay, number four is a bit of an awkward one here,
Oh
due
no.
to the lyrical content,
Oh
but
no.
I still think this is a very solid song.
Oh
It's
god, what have we got here?
it's the White Riot by the Clash.
Okay.
So the
Well,
story behind this song is that Joe Strummer, I think, who wrote the song, he was watching all these people of color
okay.
rioting,
Right.
and he was like, "Wow, I want white people to riot," and it's why it's called White Riot. So. Yeah, it's a good song though. Bloody good song. Glad it's under 2 minutes.
Right. Okay. So that happened. My number 4. Um, I don't know how people feel about this song. I think it's a bit all over the shop, but I think it's got a good heavy sound to it. I've gone for Tourette's by Nirvana. Um, I think
All right.
it's. What? No, not
Is
good
it?
pick.
No,
No.
I'm just. I've literally never heard this song. Is
Uh,
this off Incesticide?
I think it's off In Utero. Um,
Is it?
I think so. I
Uh,
can't confirm or deny this, but
right. We need
uh,
we need a guy in here just to do all this research for us.
yeah. Well,
We get Hamish in, the drummer.
yeah, yeah, we'll get the drummer in to do our research.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably just end up absolutely just raving to the wombats or something. But
I don't know. It is off in utero, so there you go.
yeah, there you go. Wow, I know my stuff.
Yeah, maybe if
I
I
don't,
had listened to it, I would have maybe put it on this list, but
I don't know if it'd be exactly your cup of tea, but
didn't come up in any of the playlists I searched for. Looking for 2 minute songs that I've heard. So.
yeah,
From
I think
bands that I've
I
heard.
knew this. I think I knew this song was under 2 minutes before I actually looked for 2 minute songs. But yeah, it's quite a heavy tune. So if you're into that, then give that a check. I reckon. Number 3.
All right, this is my first double up of bands from this list, and it
Mm,
is "Carry That Weight" by the Beatles. Very solid, very
right.
solid.
Yep. There
You
you
know,
go.
it's
Wow.
got all the band members singing. You can hear Ringo in it, so it's pretty nice.
Ringo,
It
my
obviously
queen.
leads into probably a better song, the end, which I think it might also be under 2 minutes. Did I put why didn't I put the end over this song? I don't know, but it's with the end by the Beatles. It is a very solid song. I've just put "Carry That Weight." Oh no, the end is over 2 minutes, so I
Wow,
retract
good
my
save,
statement.
good save. See,
It works with the end though.
this is
The
the
build up.
pressures of making this list. You never know if something's going to be right or not, or if you've forgotten
Yeah,
something.
someone
Uh,
just creeps up in here and it's like,
yeah,
wow, that's under
it's
two
like
minutes. Jeez.
I'll find some song tomorrow or Saturday or something, and it'll be
Hmm.
like a really good song that I like, and it'll be like a minute 50 or something, and I'll
Yeah.
kick myself at wide and list that. My number 3, I've put "Bank Holiday" by Blur. Um, it's a it's kind of like it's a bit of a punky song, but it's about as punky as Blur's ever gotten. But yeah, it's a bit of a silly song. It's not very serious. It's talking about a bank holiday, which is a public holiday for anybody who's unaware. Um, so
Right.
so yeah, it's I like the tempo to it. I think it's pretty good. Not much more to say apart from that.
Yeah, that's
Number
uh, that's
yeah,
that's fair enough.
that's fair enough.
Yep.
Okay, number 2.
Number two for me is "Buy Me a Pony" by Spiderbait. I don't know if you've heard of this one before, but this is a bloody good song. It's got some good guitar work, got some good bloody vocal work. It's just bloody catchy, and it's a bloody good song that should be longer, but it's bloody good that it's
There you
bloody
go.
under 2 minutes, so I can bloody put it in this list.
Bloody, bloody, bloody. Um,
Yep.
what a Spiderbait sing? I've definitely heard of them. I just don't know what.
Black Betty. They sing Black Betty.
Right. Yes. Okay. Makes sense. Now, okay.
Yep.
Here's my pick. Number 2. You predicted it correctly. It's "Pigs on the Wing." One by
Yes.
Pink Floyd, obviously.
He's
Um,
harsh on Pigs on the Wing too. I thought you would have Pigs on the Wing too, just to sort of go with mine, but I'm disappointed.
no. Well. I don't know. I could have been hoping for you to.
Do you
to
actually think one's better than the other, or
I do. I think one's probably.
what is the difference? Is it just only the lyrics that are the difference? Is there actually any sort of difference in the
I thought you'd know this.
instrumentals?
You're the animals expert.
I'm not the animals expert.
Oh, okay.
I think you'd be more of an expert on animals than me, still, even
Wow.
if you don't like it as much.
Wow.
Sorry,
Wow.
geez, shit,
I'm
shit,
honoured, but
sorry.
also offended. But no, Pigs on the Wing won. I just think the Pigs on the Wing are pretty good as a whole. I think I'm coming through on animals. But I think
Yes,
Pigs on
we've
the
heard
Wing.
this. This is a good story arc.
Okay, never mind. Okay, scrap that. Anyway, number 2, Pigs on the Wing. I think that was a bit of a no-brainer. Could have been number 1, to be honest, but I've decided against it for another song, which I think
Are
is
we?
probably a bit more uh, kind of fits the category a bit more. But Pigs on the Wing, good song. There you go. Number 1.
Yep.
What have we got?
All right, mine's my first one is it's a curveball. It's a
Oh,
curveball.
it's a curve.
So
Jesus, this is
I don't
full of
think people are.
curveballs.
I don't think people are prepared for this. I
Oh
think
no,
people are going to be like, "What? Oh
am
my
I
god,
am I
you
prepared for this?
you're insane." No, you're not prepared for this. Mine is "Last Caress" by Misfits.
Wow. Okay.
How do you feel?
Uh,
what are your initial thoughts? First reaction?
don't really know much about the Misfits, so I don't know if this is controversial or something. But
No, I just don't think people expected it from me to have put Misfits
I
on
don't
here. So,
I don't know what to expect from you anymore. You're an
well,
unpredictable figure.
it's a bloody good song, "Last Caress" by Misfits. Even if the lyrical content is a bit suspicious,
Oh,
it's
right,
got it's just a punk song, you know.
just
And
good old punk.
yeah,
Yeah,
and it's just I like the part after he says, "I got something to say," and then it goes, "Brr, brr." I really like that part. There's not much you
yeah,
can really analyze of a two song under 2 minutes, so I'm really pulling at straws here to say what I like about this song. So
yeah. Right. Okay. Well, if you were struggling to pull it, struggling to actually say good stuff about the
mhm.
song, I think I might struggle more because my
Yeah,
song is uh, under a minute, under 30 seconds
Jesus.
even. It's Her Majesty by the Beatles. I think this is a TFL classic from the first video that went worldwide. I think this is it's their least streamed song on Spotify, which is what we learned from TFL. But yeah, I actually really enjoy this song. It's like if it was longer, it would probably I reckon would definitely compete with one of their better songs.
Yeah, well, I think it was actually
Um,
planned to be part of the medley. They just sort of gave up on it, I guess.
yeah, well, it's a shame because I think it's a good uh, little guitar part, and the lyrics are,
Yep.
I mean, classic Beatles lyrics, you'd say, because I mean, Her Majesty, the Queen, obviously, that's pretty Beatles. So
Yeah,
so
Britain,
yeah.
preach.
I feel like that was a very both of them. I feel like they were very anticlimactic lists. I think we started stronger than we finished. Um,
Well, yeah, I
I feel
guess,
like
I guess,
I
fair
feel
enough.
like I was building up to something, but then I just completely disappointed. So, oh well, okay, it's a learning curve. Um,
Yep.
right,
Let's not do any songs regarding length anymore. Let's
yeah,
do
no, it's too
themes.
hard. We got to do themes. We got to
Yes.
follow on in my legacy. Um, right, okay, so next segment, cool transition.
Yeah.
Right, so before the podcast started, rather,
Hmm.
we've I told Jack we were doing a segment, so he's had some time to prepare for this, so there's no excuses. Um,
Yep.
we've come up with a list of 5, well, not a list. We've just come up with like a couple of bands that we think are the most overrated bands in history, and we'll discuss that. So, shall I start off the list, or shall you? Because I think
Uh,
we'll definitely have
I
one
think
in common. So
I think you should start the
okay,
list.
well I'm gonna
This is your
the
chance.
elephant in the room. I've already mentioned it this podcast. Green Day, the the most overrated band in history. There is.
Wow.
Oh, I can't express it enough. I don't get what their hype is about. Like it's just it's nothing. Nolly G said he doesn't like Green Day, so I don't like Green Day. That's the way I look at it.
Knowledge. Yeah, Nolly G speaks the truth.
He does. Yeah, I don't know. They're just I particularly hate Dookie. That's terrible album. I
Yes.
hate that.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, hate's a strong
I don't
word,
think
but
they're. I don't hate them like you do, but I've also got them on my list, so
they are
I'll
quite
get that out of the way.
they're quite literally like my least favorite band of all time. Like, do you want to know the? Like, I think just one of their songs is mildly okay. And I can't
Right.
believe I used to like actually like say, yeah, this band was pretty good. Yeah, it's because I only knew them from the Simpsons movie. So
Wow.
that's the only reason I knew who Green Day were, and uh, yeah. So okay,
That's
there's
a
my
big
little rant.
call. That's a big call to say that you hate them.
No, I don't.
Like
Okay,
I
I
can't.
don't hate them. I severely dislike their music.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're all
well,
right.
what's
I'm sure they're all right people. I just really aren't a fan of the whole. I think it's. I don't know. Some of their fans are just a bit out of it as well. So
yes? All
I
right.
think I think I think they
What's
overhype them.
what's your next album? Sorry, band. Before we go off on this tangent about
What?
how much you hate Green Day.
Okay. Well, we can. I'll put aside my
No
Green
more
Day.
Green Day. No
Oh,
more.
no more Green Day. Oh no.
All
Okay.
the Green Day fans have thrown bricks in our bloody into both of our houses
We
already.
can't
We
we
don't
can't
need any more.
we can't go a week without offending somebody. So
Yep.
we're just a controversial podcast. We might as well just start talking about politics if it's going like this. So
Yeah,
uh,
make sure to follow our political podcast. One of these
what?
gays podcast.
Oh my god! It should have been one of these electoral terms. Um. Okay. Next on my list kind of coincides with Green Day. It's Blink-182.
Right.
I think they're kind of in the same boat as Green Day, but just to a lesser degree.
They've been spared from Cal's wrath a little
Well,
bit.
okay, well, here's the thing. I don't think I like any of their songs. I just don't think they have the hype that Green Day has. So, I think Green Day fans are kind of Blink-182 fans anyway. So, I think it's pretty similar to the Green Day thing. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like the image. I don't like. I particularly don't like the music. I'm not huge on the whole pop punk thing. So, yeah, not my cup of tea. But not to say it can't be anybody else's.
Right.
Okay. Do you want to say a band, or do you want me to continue?
No. I don't have Blink 182 on my list. We'll just go through your whole list.
Okay.
So
Well,
yes.
I've got three more. So next
Right.
we have a band that I don't so much hate. I just think is chronically overrated.
You just hate Green Day more than anything, really. It'd be hard to sort of be hated more than Green
No,
Day.
I don't. I wouldn't even say I hate this band. I just don't understand them, and I think they're overrated.
Right.
And I think a majority of my fans would probably, oh yeah, okay.
Your
We'll
fans.
say a majority. Oh, not my fans, for the people who watch my videos. I'd say they
Right.
probably
I'm a
disagree
fan,
with
so it's
this,
okay.
but I'm gonna go Radiohead. I never got them. I've haven't I don't understand what all the hype's about. When you're talking about sad bands, it's like it's alright to be a sad band. You just got to make music that like kind of like is like it sounds good on the ear. Like Radiohead just don't particularly do that with me. Like
They have
when we,
beef with Oasis or what?
no, I don't think
Is
they
this
do.
some deep sort of thing?
I think they just think they're better than Oasis, and uh, I think what's happened is Oasis and Blur were the mainstream like beef in Britpop, and then Radiohead
Right.
come along with OK Computer, and they're just like not saying it, but we're just thinking, yeah, we're the best band. So, yeah,
Right.
I don't know. I
Damon
don't, pi-
Albarn and
I don't,
Tom
pi-
York look very similar. I think they're the same person, to be honest.
right. I mean, I don't particularly hate them. Like, I don't hate them at all. I just don't understand the hype, if you know what I mean. So, that's enough on Radiohead. Next we've got, again, kind of in the Green Day Blink-182 category.
Yes.
It's more the fans than anything, but it's Weezer.
Jesus Christ.
And I know you were into Weezer. You still might be.
I like
don't know.
Weezer. I like Weezer.
I don't like Weezer. They're
Jesus Christ.
just a bit of I don't know. I think maybe one like I like Island in the Sun. I think that's all right. But
Yeah.
apart from that, it just doesn't get any better. It's just it's
It's all
pretty
downhill from there.
pretty overrated. I didn't realize people unironically liked Weezer until I went on TikTok. So, yeah, well, not much more to say on this. It's Weezer, really. Okay, now, number 5. I don't know if you agree or disagree with this. So it was a bit controversial. And this is like the one, I'd say this is the band that is actually like legitimately highly regarded by like those like really old like rock fans who are like particularly like weird
Knobs.
and have like collectors and they just, you know. I've
Right.
gone, okay, do you want to have a prediction at who I'm going to put before I tell
I
you who
think
I
you're going to
put?
put Guns N' Roses, to be honest.
No, I don't hate them as much as you think I do. I
I'm
think
going to their concert next year. It was
oh
supposed to
wow.
be next month, but they
Yeah,
changed it to
I remember.
next year. Yes.
Um, yeah, I don't hate Guns N' Roses. I think they're just a bit bogan. But I've gone for
I never
Kit.
heard you
I've got
praise any sort of song by Guns N'
I like
Roses. So
Knocking on Heaven's Door. It's not their song, but I mean, they did it all right. Um, I've gone for Kiss. I don't like Kiss at all.
oh no, Kiss. I don't think Kiss are highly respected. They're sort of like a
No, but they're a big band. They
mm,
are a big band.
yeah. Well, this
So I mean, I'd
all
say
the
that's
bands you've mentioned are big.
yeah. Well, I mean, Kiss. I feel like they're if you were born in the '70s, I feel like uh that'd be a common band to like. So I feel like
Yeah, I suppose.
it could really fit into the category. And they're one of those bands who are just I just don't understand. Again, like
Hmm.
I'd say I don't like their music. Radiohead's probably a bit different. I think Radiohead's the one I like the most out of the 4, or 5. But
Right.
Kiss is kind of in the Green Day category where don't. I think the members of Kiss are more putting me off the actual whole Kiss train. But yeah,
Right.
not don't like Kiss at all. So yeah. Do you have your bands now? That's me finished for this.
Do I have my bands? Yes, I do have my
Oh wow,
bands.
I'm excited.
And my bands are number one was Green Day. Number two is
Good man.
U2.
Okay, okay.
What do you think of this?
That's a fair debate. I quite like Green Day. Like I've got a lot of like Green Day, not Green Day, U2 influences. So um,
Yeah.
I've been kind of taught to like U2, but um, I don't dislike. I don't love U2, but I don't dislike them at the same
I
time.
think I think a lot of year
I,
old people really love U2.
yeah,
I feel like younger people don't really care for U2, and I don't care for U2 at all. I think
I think this sounds
uh
incredibly overrated. Like there's
yeah,
nothing particularly special about it. It's just kind of flat. It's not
yeah.
really like energizing, if you know what I mean.
And Bono being a dickhead doesn't make it any easier to like them. So it's that's all
I don't
from me
know
and
all about
U2 really.
the politics of it, but
It's not
yeah.
politics. It's just that he's a dickhead.
Well, I don't know what he's done,
Um,
but
some lead singer
we
syndrome.
right,
So
okay. We won't go into it anyway. Okay. Who else have you got?
I've got one that you're not gonna like. I know
Oh
you
no.
won't like this one.
Oh
I know
no.
you know that.
Oh
I know
no.
you know that I don't like this.
Oh
You're not gonna
no.
like this, but it's Oasis. It's no,
This
no. I'm
this
kidding.
is
I'm kidding.
crushing.
I'm
No.
kidding.
Okay.
It's not
Right.
Oasis.
Okay. Good.
Wouldn't that be funny though?
That
That would
would
be
be that
funny
would be
though.
tragic.
It's the Smiths. You know.
Well, I mean, I think
What? I don't get it.
Morrissey's an absolute div, but that's the only reason I would hate the
What's a
Smiths.
div?
An idiot.
Oh, okay. Well,
Just
I thought we weren't going into the politics of this.
well, I don't care. He's an idiot. I
Oh,
think everybody agrees on that fact. So,
okay.
anyway,
Well,
your
yeah.
your talk anyway.
Yep. Well,
What about the
this
Smiths?
Morrissey fellow, I don't like his singing. He seemed like a bit of a twat. I don't like them. I've never thought they were any sort of. Never thought they were interesting. Yeah, I never
Yeah.
cared for them. I don't hate them. I just don't care for them and don't think that they're anything special. Dang.
As much as I dislike the '80s, I think the Smiths are one of the very rare bands that I like. Uh,
Right.
I think, but the thing about their music is, personally, they either like hit the target like perfectly or they just completely miss. So, um,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. I think a couple of their songs are acceptable, but some of their stuff's just pretty average. So,
Yeah.
I could see why you think they're overrated, but
Yeah.
personally not. So
Right. So the next one I've got is it may very well be my most controversial opinion
oh
ever.
no,
Actually, this one.
oh
This is a
no,
tough one.
oh no,
Because this fellow is actually dead.
oh I
This
know who
is
it
one
is.
person.
Right?
Really?
Can I have a guess?
Yeah.
Actually, no, I don't think he
No,
would call
no,
this
you
person
guess.
overrated.
No, you guess.
Okay, let me have a think. Wait,
I'd
okay, so
love to. I'd love to see you get this right. Or hear you get
okay,
this
well, I'm kind of 50-50 here, so I'm gonna go
right. Say both.
Michael Jackson,
No, wrong.
Prince. Okay,
Both wrong.
no, okay,
'Cause I
well,
like both of those
yeah,
artists. Well,
I knew you like Prince, but I didn't know if you would call him overrated or not.
no,
And
no.
I don't like Michael Jackson, but
Now that you haven't guessed it right, I'm feeling even worse.
oh no, well, no, well, I don't know. When I think of solo artists, they're the two that come to my mind. So,
Right. I've
um,
got I've got this fellow who is dead, and
uh,
he's very well respected in the community. It's that he is in, and I might
he's
get a
dead.
brick in the.
He's
I know I'm
oh no.
getting bricks in the window. I know I'm getting
Well,
bricks in the window.
just
I
an,
wish this guy was alive because this is
just
terrible.
another brick in the window. That's what
This
they
is a
say.
big build up. Okay, it's Tupac Shakur.
Ooh, oh jeez.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is. I just I don't get it. I don't
I
get
mean,
it. I don't get
yeah,
why I prefer Biggie way much
yeah.
more, so much more than
So do I.
Tupac.
Honestly, I think Biggie made. I'm not a huge fan of rap in general, but
Well,
I
you
think
know,
Biggie.
I listen to rap if it's good. I'm very open to hip hop music. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't. What's his most popular song?
Love.
Fucking Love.
Yeah.
California Love. I don't get why that's such a popular song. He's not even in it. It's like got a shit ton of people in it with him. Guests. I don't get it at all. I haven't listened to him that much. Obviously I listened to him enough to be able to make this consensus. But
Yeah.
you know, it's he's overrated. Sorry everybody.
Wow.
Biggie's
Jeez.
better.
Yeah. I tend to agree. I think Tupac has a couple of good songs or a few good songs, but
East
but
Coast hip hop's way better.
yeah.
East Coast.
But I think Biggie is just leagues ahead of Tupac. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Biggie's probably the goat.
I
If I'm
mean,
being
out
completely
of all the,
honest.
so it's sort of like people see Tupac as like the hip hop artist of the gangster rap.
Yeah.
I feel like people like you know
I feel like you
Dr.
have to.
Dre and
Yeah. Like the
Ice
NWA.
Cube and all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
NWA is just way better than Tupac.
I feel like
You
you have
know,
to. I feel like you have to be a proper gangster rap fan to appreciate what Tupac did. I think. Not that I'd know
those
because I'm not a real fan of rap in general, let alone subgenres of
right.
rap. But yeah, I don't
Mhm.
know. It's not my decision to make really, but so yeah. That's. Do you have any more? Or is that your last one?
Uh, ooh, I've got one more actually. Yes, I
Okay.
have got one more.
Well.
Sorry, I
Okay.
had to get back onto it. I forgot.
Okay.
So
Can I have another guess before you say this one? Because I feel like I'm feeling lucky.
you won't get this right. It's a
Ah,
band. It's a band. All right,
can I have another
and
hint?
you can guess. Yeah, they're from the '90s,
Oh, great.
early 2000s.
um, they're a band, and they're.
Yep.
Did you say where they're from, or did I just assume that?
They're American.
The Strokes.
No, I've never
Ah,
fucking listened to the
bum.
Strokes ever in my life.
Wow. Jeez.
Maybe they are overrated.
I'm.
I wouldn't know.
Oh. Actually, no.
No, you can
Uh,
guess. You're
no,
open here.
no, no, because I'm gonna sound dumb if I guess, and it's wrong
No,
again.
no, no, you guess. You'll get it right. I promise.
The Killers, no.
No, you still.
Oh,
You're dumb.
God
You
damn it.
suck. You're an idiot.
Who is it?
You're a mug. I've got the Foo Fighters.
Oh no, I like the Foo Fighters.
I've
I think
never really thought they were any good, to be honest. I know they've got some good
I
songs,
think
but
Dave
like,
Grohl did a really good job of founding a band after Nirvana, because I feel like
yeah,
I feel like it's a rare instance of where you've come from a very successful band to go make a very successful band. Because I honestly think the Foo Fighters have to some degree lived up to Nirvana's like kind of hype, if you know what I mean.
no, that's what I don't think. I think they did live up to the hype, but I don't think it's deserved. So,
Well, I
I
think I think
feel like people sort of view them a bit more than I feel like they probably should or deserve to be. So
I think I think that one album was like the first album. I think it is. I think that was like quite groundbreaking. Well, not
yeah,
groundbreaking, but I think it had good songs, and I think it was one of the better albums of the '90s. So I feel like it was somewhat deserved. Like that did kind
I
of drop off
suppose.
after that, but I think those songs alone were enough to kind of solidify them. So
Yeah, I
uh,
just not a big fan. Not a big
not a
fan.
big
Don't get
fan.
it.
No,
Yeah, it's one of those things you just don't get it. It's not that I think that they're bad. I just don't think they're as good. So
jeez. Okay. Well, that's all that we've got for the bands. But leading into
Yep.
the overrated thing, we've gone for another recurring segment, overrated or underrated. This is where I
Yes.
ask Mr. Tungib some, or I give him some items or people, and he has to tell me whether they're overrated or underrated. And the catch is there's no appropriately rated category, so he's got to
Mm.
give an opinion.
Pain of my existence. The pain of my existence.
Okay, so
Um.
yeah, it's a bit of a rough one, not having
Yeah.
having
Very
a
stressful.
mid category, but okay. Anyway,
Sometimes
right.
you just need to fence it.
Sometimes you just know it. So yep. Well, not on this podcast. We're in not a fence sitting podcast. Um,
Yep.
des-
Absolutely.
despite trying to remain politically neutral, we've decided to not allow fence sitting in this game.
I just want to
So
grill. I just want to grill. To be honest with you.
wow.
No.
Okay, onwards. So overrated or underrated? Roger Waters' solo career.
Jesus, I don't even know. I haven't listened to nothing. I
Mm.
say overrated because I feel
I'm gonna
like saying it's underrated is a bit, it's a bit, you know,
I'm gonna go
generous.
underrated. I'm gonna go underrated. I think Amused to Death was quite good. So the first one I'm not huge on, but Amused to Death was pretty good. So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
underrated. Okay. So your answer overrated. My answer underrated.
Yep.
I think you should really invest in it. I should give you Amused to Death. That's a good album. That's a
All
um.
right.
Anyway, swiftly moving on.
Yep.
Lead guitar, underrated or overrated?
Lead guitar. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Underrated. I don't think it's overrated.
No,
I don't think it's bad.
I think it's underrated as well because when people think of bands, they just think of a guitar. They don't think of a lead guitar or a rhythm guitar specifically. They just think of guitar, if you know what I mean. So,
Right. Yeah. They don't get as many
and
chicks as the lead singer as
yeah,
definitely as well. So
lead
it's
guitars just
food for
sound good
thought.
though. So,
Yep.
okay. The country of France, underrated or overrated?
The whole entire country. We might be getting some bricks through the window here. With ranking an entire country, I think it's overrated. Very overrated.
Wow, I think it's chronically underrated. I'm a huge advocate for France.
What?
What?
What? I
I think
don't
it's
get
great.
this.
Wow. Okay.
Why? Why do you like
Why
France?
do you like Switzerland? What's your point?
Because I have Swiss heritage. Through on my entire mum's side, so I think that's
I,
why I like Switzerland. I don't know
I'd
what
put
your connection is to France. God,
I'd put Switzerland on the underrated or overrated list, and that'd be the one and only time I'd allow
underrated.
no an appropriately rated thing, because fence sitting that's a political. I can't. God, Jesus Christ.
Hey, no, hey, no more political. That's
This is
political,
terrible.
bro.
Political police. Wow.
Well, you shouldn't have started with this whole country thing. You
Okay.
just
Anyway,
you opened a can
moving
of
on.
worms here.
Okay. The '90s, overrated or underrated?
Okay, if you had us at the 80s, we know what the
Yeah.
answer would
Well.
be. But
Yeah.
90s, I think it's underrated. But
I'm not.
living with my parents who are
Yeah.
like around the time they were in their prime. They were in the 90s. That was their prime.
In their prime.
It's come a bit overrated. Listening to it too much.
Yeah.
Triple
Jeez.
M 90s is on a lot in my car when I'm with me dad. So
All right. Yep. Fair enough. Yeah. I reckon it's underrated. I reckon even like just coming from somebody who's a child of the 2000s, um, it's it seems like a great place to live. It seems like a um great time to be alive, really. So I'll say that. Um,
right.
I mean, it does seem like that, doesn't it? I think that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Are you saying in Australia
Well,
you
yeah,
saying
yes,
Australia?
well, in our living situation, yes, Australia. Um,
Eh, close. I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know.
well, I wasn't either, so congratulations.
Yeah,
Okay, the sport of tennis, underrated or overrated?
it's underrated.
It's underrated, is it? Okay.
Yep, underrated. Full
Uh,
stop. What do you
I
think?
think I think Australia, it's a bit overrated because we got the Open, obviously, but I mean, I enjoy watching the tennis, but I think it's incredibly overrated by like bloody TV corporations. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, I know Australian Open ruining tennis for me. Wow. But no, I do enjoy when the tennis is on. So, that's good. Uh,
What's
the
your
in what
what's your verdict? What's your verdict?
overrated, but I do enjoy watching
Oof.
it.
Okay.
The in betweeners, overrated or underrated?
Underrated. Great TV series.
I agree. One of my favorite ever. It's
Mm.
yeah. I mean, yeah, okay, definitely underrated because Americans just don't get it.
Mm.
Okay, the city of Sydney, underrated or overrated?
uh, I've I've only been to Sydney. I've been to Sydney once or twice. I think I've only been to
Wow,
Sydney
really?
once.
Jeez,
And how many times have you been to Sydney?
I don't know. More than that.
I don't. I feel like I should have been in Sydney twice, but I feel like I've been in it once only. So I've been in it
Jeez.
once, and I was not there for a very long time because it was only there to go on a cruise, and not to Sydney, and it was to New Caledonia. If you asked me what New Caledonia was like, I'd be able to say. But Sydney, it seems nice on the taxi drive. But
On
I've
the
got no
taxi
other
drive, nice.
opinions.
Okay, well, leading
I'll
on from
say
that then.
I'll say it's overrated just because I don't want to
Uh,
give it. I don't want to give it the justice of saying it's
I actually I
underrated.
quite like Sydney. I'm gonna go underrated, but
All right,
yeah, it's I don't think it's
you've
that
been there.
great. I don't think it's that great touristy, but I think it's a good place like just to casually go to, if you know what I mean, and like
What?
just
He's
like
this guy.
it's
Not
got no
he's
no
lost touch with the
no
common man. Just casually going to
no
places
no.
on
I
holiday.
mean like to casually like on holiday, but like live casually there. I feel like it would because like there's good markets, there's good like attractions other than like the Harbour Bridge and Opera House.
Right.
Um,
That's literally the only place I've ever really seen in Sydney because the cruise that I was on was
yeah,
like left
yeah.
from
Yeah.
just where the
There
Opera
was a
House and the Harbour Bridge
there was a
was.
massive boat when I was there. It was
I've been under the Harbour
oh,
Bridge. Fun
wow,
fact. So
jeez,
that's fun.
that's incredible.
People
Wow.
go over it a fair bit, but I'm one of those people who've been under it. So there
I
you
don't
go.
think I don't think I've been under or over. Oh, actually, I might have been under it.
Hmm.
I
Well,
definitely haven't been through it.
I would like to go to Sydney. You know, I love my urban exploring. I would like to see what
Wow.
Sydney has to offer, and I think it might have good vibes potentially,
Yeah, I
better
like
than
Sydney's
Melbourne
vibes.
potentially.
No, I think Melbourne wins the vibe factor, but
Jeez, Melbourne sound. Wow.
I like Melbourne.
Right.
Melbourne's the best city in the world.
And I can't wait for this coronavirus situation to be quelled to be able to go to Melbourne and potentially Sydney in the future.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
that is my opinion.
Inter
Stayed away from any sort of politics there, which is good.
Interstate
Uh,
explores. There you go.
yes.
Coming soon potentially. Um, okay, Minecraft overrated or underrated?
Actually, speaking of intersectionals, I've done one explore interstate in South Australia.
Have you? Oh wait, yeah.
Yes.
That's yeah.
You mean?
Right.
Oh wait, yeah.
No, well, I do distinctly remember you going to South. Wait, when was this?
It was one of my first ever videos on YouTube that I
Okay,
went to South
maybe I'm thinking
Australia.
of the wrong thing.
Okay, maybe you are.
I think I
Let's
probably am.
focus on this next overrated
Anyway, okay,
underrated.
Minecraft overrated or underrated?
Overrated.
Overrated is overrated. It gets
Boring
boring.
as
It gets
fuck.
boring after about 5 minutes. You're like, yeah. I want to play Minecraft. Gonna go beast
Yeah.
mode. I'm gonna build some blocks. But you play for
I
five
don't
minutes and you get bored.
I don't get this dream shit. I don't get this Tommy in it shit.
Oh yeah,
I don't
no.
get it to be honest. But Tommy in it overrated underrated.
No, I'd say underrated. I think it's quite
It doesn't
entertaining.
seem funny to me, really.
I think he's quite into dreams. Just completely, just I don't get. But
I
Tommy
mean,
in
it
it.
just seems like a lay epic random lol XD sort of guy. So I don't.
Oh, he is. But I mean, he has the ability to like keep you engaged. So
Right.
I value that in a YouTuber.
You know
Um,
what? You know what I've been pretty obsessed with for little patches of time. You know
what's that?
Max Mofo. Do you
Yeah,
watch Max
yeah,
Mofo?
yeah, yeah.
Yes. I've been obsessed with
Not
his
yeah.
old prank call videos.
Oh wow, jeez,
They are some
throwback.
of the funniest shit that's ever been on YouTube.
I
I'm so disappointed that they didn't last for that long. Some of the funniest shit you'll ever see.
I just
So,
I
yeah.
like his videos in general. Like I mean, I think he was a very good YouTuber while he lasted, like on that channel. So
Yep.
kind of a tragedy. He's kind of just gone to
What,
his Pokemon
what a
channel, but
shame that
what a shame, what a
Philly
waste.
Frank and Max Mofo are all gone.
I
And
liked his
Nubs has turned into a cuck. So, it's sort of it's all gone to shit.
I liked his podcast. Big inspiration for the One of These Days podcast, I must say. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
What?
What?
What podcast?
He has a podcast. He had a
Cold Ones
Yeah, Cold
podcast.
Ones. Yeah.
Still exists, yeah. I
I
just
no, I
don't
think
know how
I
that's
think I stopped.
inspiration.
Yeah. Well, no, it's one of the first podcasts I ever listened to.
Oh
So,
no, they only stopped the Cold Ones podcast because of COVID, because they usually have guests from America
yeah,
or the
right.
UK or interstate, so that's why they stopped it.
I saw the video title and I didn't clock. So, right,
In the video title.
like there was ending or it's been a good ride or something. It was something like that, which I just assumed
Oh
was
no, that was just a 1 year anniversary or 2 year anniversary or something.
right. Okay, well, okay. Anyway, um, right now this one could get the most bricks thrown through your window. So be careful with your answer because I know there are some absolute diehards to this. I'll just knock the microphone.
Yep.
The smell of rain, overrated or underrated?
Hell, I'll say it's underrated.
It is absolutely underrated. I can't. It's amazing. Like
I like the smell of water. It's good.
no, it's different. It's different. Smell of water is just water. The smell of rain though hits different.
I can't fall asleep to rain though because when I go to
Oh,
sleep I can't hear shit. I just basically dead. I think it'll be easy when I
yeah,
die. If
you just lay
if
in
if if
silence.
if heaven's not real, I think it'll be easy for me because it's usually nothing when I sleep anyway. So
Just a bunch of
it's morbid,
nothingness.
but yeah.
Yeah, bloody hell. Um, wow. Jeez, there you go.
If you
Okay.
think.
Well, that's enough for overrated of underrated.
Mhm.
We've successfully gone through another podcast worth of that. Now the next little segment game thing. There's a lot of games in this episode, I must say. So
Yes.
uh, now it's not really a game. It's more of a conversation topic. A bit like underrated or overrated, but different premise.
Yep.
Okay, so I've just titled it "What was more important." So I've given you about 5 or 6 little comparisons, and you got to decide which one was more important. These are strictly music based. I should
Okay. Okay.
point out.
Stick to what you know best.
Just yeah.
I
Okay.
say.
So the Beatles releasing the White Album or the Beatles releasing Abbey Road. What was more important?
The Beatles releasing Abbey Road.
Okay, yeah. Well, I didn't know about writing that question because I didn't want to say Sergeant Pepper or Abbey Road because I feel like
And
releasing Sergeant Pepper was probably more important, but I feel like Abbey Road was the better release. So
I feel like Abbey Road. You think
well, you'd think Abbey
people
Road,
remember
but
Abbey Road more than the White Album.
yeah, but I feel like Beatles fans feel like a bit stronger about the White Album than maybe I would. So.
Oof.
So I don't know. Well, what do you think? Well, you think Abbey Road, but
I think they're both good albums, great albums.
I think
Great
Abbey Road
albums,
was
yes.
definitely a lot more important than the White Album, personally speaking. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like all Beatles releases were important to some degree. So
Yes, I think both of them would be far more important than any other band combined could imagine. So,
wow,
yeah.
jeez, there you go. Okay, what was more important, Pink Floyd kicking out Sid Barrett or Pink Floyd releasing The Piper at the Gates of Dawn?
Pink Floyd kicking out Sid Barrett.
Yeah,
I don't think.
hmm,
I think what's more important is Pink Floyd releasing The Dark Side of the Moon, obviously.
yeah, well,
You know.
obviously, but okay. The original question was Pink Floyd kicking out Sid Barrett or Pink Floyd releasing The Dark Side of the Moon. But then I also felt,
Yeah.
well, if one didn't happen, the other wouldn't have happened, if you know what I mean. So,
Oh, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, I guess, with your
um, yeah,
still.
I feel like kicking out Sid Barrett, unfortunately, was more important. But I feel like the Piper at the Gates of Dawn really set them up for. Although in retrospect, it really didn't make an impact on how big they were because they were like weren't really big until Metal like kind of lifted them, and then Dark Side of the Moon like shot them. So,
Yeah.
but I feel like for a Pink Floyd fan, the Piper at the Gates of Dawn, or like the Sid Barrett era, really was quite important. But then again, kicking out Sid Barrett and getting David Gilmour was more important. To be fair,
Yeah.
because Pink Floyd wouldn't be Pink Floyd without David Gilmour. So
You know your song popularity. What was before Metal? What would be Pink Floyd's most popular song or Metal?
before Metal,
Yes. My question.
I
You know
reckon
your stuff with this.
it was probably something from probably Interstellar Overdrive or something like.
Careful with that axe, Eugene.
Was it that popular? I don't know if it was that popular. Well, it might have been. I don't know.
We need to get this is another example of why we need a little research
Well,
guy to
it
be
doesn't.
doing that
It might be
research here.
like it might be something from like Source Full of Secrets, like set the controls to the heart of the sun or something. Like
Yeah.
something like I don't know because I feel like the Pipers like between that time, the Pipers is the only real standout of the releases. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely. Well, I mean, Metal was obviously like the kicker. It was the big boy. But
Yeah.
yeah. So
See your next one.
um.
Next question. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't know what your answer is going to be, but I'm gonna stab in the dark. It's probably going to be. Actually, no. I'm not gonna give my opinion. I don't want to influence it at all. The Beach
Right.
Boys releasing Pet Sounds, or the Beach Boys releasing. Oh no, or the Beatles releasing Sergeant Pepper. So Pet Sounds or Sergeant
Oof.
Pepper. What's more important?
Sergeant Pepper. Sergeant Pepper.
Okay. Um, correct me if I'm wrong, but does one not have like a influence on the other, or am I tripping?
Um. I guess they were sort of competing at that time, to make the best sort of concept album. I guess they were sort of competing, the Beach Boys and the Beatles, and then they made Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I feel actually Pet Sounds might tough one, Cal.
Mm,
Might retract my answer. Uh,
okay.
that's a good question, Callum McBride.
Wow.
Um,
Huge. Good interviewer.
uh, McBride. I reckon Pet Sounds maybe actually. Well, I'll change my answer thinking
Wow.
about it.
Jeez. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't. I'm not a huge fan of the Beach Boys, and I mean, you don't have to be a fan of the Beach Boys to like Pet Sounds, but Pet Sounds has never really appealed to me. So I'm gonna go Sergeant Pepper because I feel like it was like
Yeah,
when I think of influential albums, I probably think of Sergeant Pepper before I think of Pet Sounds, but it's like they're right next to each other, if you know what I mean.
yeah,
So I'll give Sergeant Pepper the edge because I feel like the band was more influential, but well, I mean it was definitely more influential, but yeah, and I feel like it was the most influential Beatles album, so I feel like the Beatles being the most influential band, it kind of just by default makes it more influential. So, okay, now this
yeah,
one's a bit of a crap one because they kind of have no relation to each other, and it's quite an obvious one to the average music fan. But I was struggling for ideas here. So, Nirvana
hmm
ending or Britpop starting. So that's an easy one. But
Uh, ooh, 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 ooh. Um, are we saying Kurt Cobain's death?
well, yeah, really. In
Um, yeah, Kurt Cobain's death, I feel, is probably
actually,
more
okay,
important.
let me rephrase the question: grunge ending or Britpop starting? Because
Uh,
that was kind of the transition phase. Kurt Cobain's
grunge
death
ending.
ended grunge, and then yeah, I agree because Britpop wasn't really like, oh yeah, this is Britpop. You're now the main genre in Britain. It wasn't that. It was like kind of Blur released, Oasis released, and then it was only really 95. in the kind of like the 6 month gap between Kurt Cobain's death and well, actually, it was close to a year and a half actually, because he died at the start of '94, and they both released late '95. That was
Yeah.
kind of like the uprise, or like the popularity of Britpop, which has no relevance to America at all because they don't pick up on this kind of music. But
Was hatred for
it
America.
but when you think of it, British music, the most important, or the best like country for music, and then it was the most popular like genre in the most important country. So really, it was a mainstream genre, which is the debate. But I think grunge ending was more important than Britpop starting, because if grunge had gone on for like another 5 years, it probably would have just ruined the genre altogether.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think as much as I love Britpop, I don't think it particularly influenced music as a whole. I think if that didn't exist, Oasis still would have released Morning Glory and Be Here Now exactly the same as they did, and Blur probably would have taken exactly the same route as they did. So I think grunge was definitely more of a groundbreaking ending than Britpop ever had. So because there was no like end of Britpop, it just died after '97 or '98. So yeah, that's enough of that. Okay, next one. What was
Yeah.
more important, John Lennon's solo career or Wings?
Uh, Solo career just by the fact that Imagine exists, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like that one album really just kind of topped. Like, I think Wings was quite disappointing, to be honest, because
Oh, wow. Okay.
I would say it, because I don't think I mean, nothing's going to be good when you come out of the Beatles. Like, in comparison, Wings is rubbish compared to the Beatles. But
Yeah.
I think John Lennon actually did a good job at like what's the word, like kind of following up from the Beatles, like, because I mean, imagine that whole solo album in itself. That was quite
Yeah.
better than anything Wings did, because I think when the Beatles, like, I don't think he should have joined or made Wings, because I mean, nobody really clocks that Wings is Paul McCartney. He should have just gone under Paul McCartney, if you know what I mean. He should have done what the rest of the Beatles
Yeah.
did and had a solo career. So I
He's all
think,
right. Wow.
I mean,
This is Cal speaking from the heart. His deep hatred for Wings. Wow. Okay.
what
That's
I
that's,
mean, yeah. Well,
that's
I mean, I
throwing a
don't hate Wings.
curveball in the
I
old
just,
podcast.
I don't hate Wings. I just think they were incredibly disappointing from well, I mean, obviously, but I still think they had good songs, but they were no John Lennon solo career. Um,
Okay.
anyway, last one. What was more important, Bob Dylan going electric or the Beatles discovering LSD?
Beatles discovering LSD, of course, and Bob Dylan introduced him to LSD, so that's fun. Was
Yeah,
it
well,
weed that he introduced to? I can't remember.
probably
Either way,
weed. I think the dentist introduced them to LSD, which was fun.
the dentist.
I don't know. But yeah,
Right.
well, I don't know. Well, again, kind of like um, the Beach Boys argument. I don't. Or the Pink Floyd argument, rather.
Yeah.
I think you can make the debate. One wouldn't have happened without the other, because I don't think the music the Beatles really made, particularly post Revolver, even. I don't
Yeah.
think that could have happened without Bob Dylan going electric and making that mainstream. Um, yeah, could you imagine Abbey Road on acoustic guitars? That would be an odd sight, I reckon.
That would be quite wacky, wouldn't
It'd be
it?
quite wacky. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say Bob Dylan going electric was more important, because although I do think the Beatles discovering, I mean, drugs was quite groundbreaking for their music, and it was a rare case of drugs working for the better.
Yeah.
It was probably Yeah, I think it was. I think going electric probably did more for music than the latter did. But yeah, I think they're both equally as important. But I'm going to give electric the edge because I mean everybody uses electric guitars now.
Wow,
But
I guess he didn't. He
no, well,
didn't invent electric
no, he
guitar
didn't
music,
invent them,
though.
but he. I mean, he kind of
Hmm,
mainstreamed it, really.
I would say that it's probably nowhere close to the Beatles' LSD in
You
my
reckon?
opinion. But
Wow.
yeah, well, I don't know. I guess it's not.
I don't think I have a really good grasp on what happened. So I
How
think
much
you.
did electric guitar influence Bob Dylan's music compared to how much did LSD, affect the Beatles' music?
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
that's a good
that's
point.
what I would.
I feel like,
That's what I would
I
be
feel
saying.
like Bob Dylan relied more on his songwriting than he did his guitar
Yeah,
playing.
exactly.
But and well, I mean, you could also make the debate the Beatles relied more on songwriting on LSD than they did uh, other things. But yeah, I don't know. It's a subjective thing, so it could really go either way. But yeah, I'll
Well, I guess.
probably have to research that more and go back into it.
Yeah, well, I guess we're running out of time a little bit here. We don't want this to be another 2 hour one. I think.
Right. Okay.
Got
Well,
any more?
we've got no, not for that. We've got one more segment, and then we can read TFL comments to wrap it
Yes,
up.
yes, that's what
So
I'm excited for.
this should be a quick segment. It's just a little what's better. So what's the better album? This segment is.
Hmm.
I've got seven I think, if I can count. And you just got to tell me which is better. I'll give you two
Is
options
it just
and
quick fire,
just quick
or
fire.
can we
Oh well, we can
uh,
discuss. Yeah.
says a
Um.
little bit?
Okay. So. Near and dear to my heart. What's the story in Morning Glory or definitely maybe?
Story, Morning Glory, bang!
Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm surprised.
I said it, hands on hips.
Wow, that is what's
I think
influenced that decision?
early.
I remember you asked me this question last year and you answered definitely maybe.
We already said this, didn't we?
I've
In the
forgotten. I must have forgotten. What do you
did
think?
you say definitely maybe, or did I say definitely maybe?
I don't remember.
Last year, that's a long time ago. That's like
I don't know why I remember. I just distinctly
hundreds of days ago. I don't
hundreds of days ago. Yeah. Anyway,
remember
I
shit from
I
30 days
I
ago,
think
let alone hundreds of
definitely.
days ago. Well, come on.
I mean, well,
Yeah,
I
oh,
think.
this, by the way, I'm looking at this. Speaking of days, this is our 1 month anniversary.
Oh wow, Phil's birthday,
Tomorrow,
man. Oh,
because
tomorrow. Okay.
September 6th was our published date of our first podcast, and then October 5 is the date of the podcast today. Sorry, no, the
Wow.
podcast. No, sorry, we're a day late on this because this
Oh
isn't
no.
October 5. This is
Oh
October
no.
7.
Oh
So,
no.
yeah, oh,
Oh well.
geez, we've missed the 1 month anniversary. I
Jeez.
can't believe you didn't post anything about it on the Instagram.
I forgot honestly. It
My
doesn't feel like that
goodness.
long. Wow.
My
There you go.
goodness. I
Time
can't
flies when
believe
you're
this.
having fun. That's what they say.
Yep,
Except for
absolutely.
me, I'm not having fun. No, I want to leave the podcast as soon as possible. No.
Well, yes, fair enough.
No. Happy anniversary, Mr. Tungib. It's been a pleasure.
Yes. Let's
Um.
crack the champagne.
Yeah. Crack the champagne. Right. Good. Right. Anyway. Back to the point. I'm
Hmm?
saying what's the story of Morning Glory just because I think definitely maybe has one bad song. I don't think Morning Glory has any. Okay. End of story. Okay. Next, Sergeant Pepper or Abbey Road.
Abbey Road. Bang.
Okay.
I said it, hands on
He said it.
hips.
Hands on hips. That's. Appetite for Destruction or the Use Your Illusions.
Put out for destruction. Bang.
Okay. Well, I strongly disagree. I hate that album with every fiber of my bone.
Wow. Okay.
No, I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
I just think Use Your Illusion uses more musicianship, and I value that in a band.
Wait,
And
usually listen one or usually listen two?
well, both of them. I think they kind
'Cause
of.
everyone knows usually listen one's just a little bit better than usually listen two. So
I don't know.
everyone
I
knows.
do kind of I don't know. I think they're both pretty similar, but both pretty decent. So
Alright.
yeah, I'll give you Use Your Illusion the edge because I just think it's more thought out. Okay,
Alright.
Rumors or Wish You Were Here.
Alright, well, different bands now. Okay.
Yeah, didn't expect that, did you?
I'm gonna say rumors.
Oh, wow, that hurts. I think
It
Rumors is
doesn't hurt
good.
that much, Cal.
I
Come on.
don't think it's Wish You Were Here standard. I think.
Wish You Were Here. Wish You Were Here is not as good. Which is
Well,
the whole point of this thing. I don't need to
thanks for
say.
articulating that.
I was gonna say something more, but I didn't really have anything to say. So I'm tired. It's like 12 a.m. Cal here.
Wow, jeez.
You're really
Really milking the time here.
milking this.
No, I'm giving Wish You Were Here the edge. I stand by that. Okay, Metal or Dark Side of the Moon.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Paranoid or Back in Black.
Back in Black.
Oh, ow.
What? Come on.
No, I
Cal.
like Paranoid a lot more.
Come on. Don't be ridiculous here. Don't say it's obvious.
No, well, I mean,
Come on, Cal.
I like 2 songs off Back in Black, and I like 3 off Paranoid. Easy claps.
Oh, wait, you don't like Paranoid that much?
Well, I mean, I haven't really listened to it. I like War Pigs, Iron Man, and Paranoid, but...
Okay, jeez, okay.
Okay, now last one. Zeppelin 4 or Purple Rain?
Zeppelin 4, but Purple Rain's still good.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, I was expecting that, and I was trying to find an album that would beat Zeppelin 4. But,
can you have 2 shit albums together? Why not 2 shit albums? Can you do this for next...
I can think about... I can do it now. Dookie by Green Day and the Blue album by Weezer. Actually, no, you like
shit albums. I said shit albums. I don't think Doogie's bad.
Dookie and the Green album.
Dookie. Oh, I don't.
Okay, no. Let me.
I don't.
Okay,
I'll hate Dookie like you do.
I'll think about it and I'll come back to it.
You think about it.
Next
get
episode.
Actually, genuinely bad albums. Okay.
Well,
or I can get 2 genuinely bad albums.
I've done good good albums for this list. So next week I'll do only bad albums next week.
Do you want me to do this? Do you want me to get?
No, I'll do it. This is my staple. No.
This is your baby.
Mine. This is my baby. You can have the band. I'll have the podcast. It's
All right.
Okay, now it's everybody's famous favorite rather segment. It's reading TFCal comments. Wow.
Yes. Wow. You've introduced your segment, even though it's my segment.
Oh, okay.
Segment,
sorry. Oh, well, I mean, you introduced the podcast. This is my podcast. No. Okay. Okay. Before you start, so you don't spoil anything, I'm going to read the 3 that I've picked out.
Yes. Good idea.
This is more of
no. This is only a weekly thing. Remember?
No, I haven't done comment of the week. I've done 3 that have stood out.
Your top 3 so far. Okay, fair.
Okay, so these aren't so much what have stood out. This is just more what I want you to give an opinion on. So first one says, "Bro, echoes over us and them." Agree or disagree?
What's this from? What video?
Probably the I don't know. I don't remember what my videos were.
Oh, best song sung by each band member.
Yeah. That would be it.
Okay. I would say Echoes is definitely better than.
Definitely better. Wow.
Is it?
No, Us and Them's probably my favorite Pink Floyd songs.
You fucking. What's going on with you?
I love Us and Them.
How do you pick a terrible picture for Rick Wright as well for the?
Because I had to do like the green screen thing, so I had to get like a solid image of the back, and they were very hard to come by. So,
some men, give them the dead man some respect. Well,
jeez, sorry. So no, I'm definitely saying Us and Them are better. I love Us and Them. I mean, I also love Echoes, but I think Us and Them. It's better.
Jeez.
Okay. Number 2. Why the fuck would you put Kurt Cobain on Rhythm, which I thought was reasonable.
Yeah.
I thought that was reasonable.
That's stupid. I don't know why you've done this.
What do you? I thought that was reasonable.
He's not a good guitarist, Cal.
No, but Lead's meant to be a better guitarist.
No, Cal. No, there's better rhythm guitarists in the world.
No, it's not about who's better. It's about who I like.
No.
I'd go.
Not Kurt.
I put Kurt on Rhythm because he plays power chords mostly, And I feel like that's what you want in a rhythm guitarist. You want power
No.
chords, and you just want a good backing track, or like a little background noise thing. So I thought that was a reasonable pick, but apparently not. So
Yeah.
I was flamed. And now the last one. Why would you pick the worst singer in history, referring to Liam Gallagher? Do you agree with that statement or not?
Yeah. Yeah. Why would you pick the worst singer in history?
Yeah, I know. Couldn't believe it. Um,
Hey, that's just. Why would you do that, Cal?
yeah,
You
well,
give us some inspiration behind putting the worst singer in history as your number one.
I just hate my fans, so I wanted to
You
put
wanted to
something to really fire them up.
just shit all over your fans. You just love
Yeah.
to do that.
Well, my fans are not at all Oasis fans, so I would love to diss them by putting an anti-Oasis frontman in there. So
Well, you've already put an end. You've already. We know by now that you do not like Oasis anymore.
no,
You've just cheated on them with Pink Floyd.
yeah. Well, oh well,
You
these
can
things
you can
happen.
put them as you can put them as the cover thing for your TikToks all you like, but we do know now you
Secrets out.
do prefer Pink Floyd now.
Wow,
So
jeez. Okay. Well,
just
do you wanna work your magic and read some comments?
yes, this is my thing. We've had two videos since then, haven't we?
Yeah,
Tuesday,
two.
Wednesday. No one today. Jeez, have to get into
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I know. I've uploaded that like 12 a.m. the last 3 days. So
Oh, let's start with Tuesdays.
okay,
Tuesdays
Tuesday.
podcast.
Yep.
Okay, I Heart Graham says Graham Coxon. I don't know who that is.
That's the
Brain
It's
damage.
Blur's
Okay,
guitarist. I'll have you know. So
okay, right. Brain damage is my favorite song of literally all time. Thank you.
I was surprised by that when I read the name. I Brain Damage is a good song, so that's fair enough. Fair play.
Yep. I
Uh,
think, and then I said my classic comment that was stolen by some dickhead. I said I think this guy likes Oasis,
no, well,
and Kate Hoogland, Hoogie Boogie replied with, "I think this guy doesn't shut up." Which I was a bit disappointed by that he doesn't appreciate it. Not that I thought he would appreciate
wow,
it, but.
rush. Uh,
uh,
yeah,
And
well.
this guy says Octopus's Garden gets too much slander, and I don't know if it does. I've
Mm,
never seen it get any sort of slander.
I think it's just
So
slandered because it's Ringo. If I'm being
really,
completely honest, so
I don't think people hate Ringo either. So I don't
no,
get this.
I love Ringo. I think he's an icon. I don't know. I feel like they don't take it seriously because it's Ringo. More to the point.
Yes, that's
But
rough.
yeah,
A serious sort of thing. You ever heard
yeah, I
Ringo's
know.
solo career?
Octopus is in the garden. That is serious business.
Exactly. Serious business. Master plan for Noel Surely or Little by Little.
Mm, nah, I stick with Talk Tonight. That was a good pick on my behalf.
Okay, fair,
The
fair.
master plan probably close second. Little by little, not so much.
Right. And this guy says, "Bro echoes over us and them."
I've already read that, and I've already disagreed. I
Yes,
just
and this guy said, "I think David was lead vocals on that song."
I
David's
mean,
lead, but
I'm
Rick
trying to find
still
a lead.
singing.
Try to find a song with Rick Wright on lead vocals at 12 a.m. in the morning
What
that you
about
still like.
what about Time? Isn't Time your little thing that you loved for a
Yeah,
long
but
time?
he's shared vocals, and
No, but what about
I've passed the time phase. It's
okay?
it's the time has ended on that. Ooh,
Just sad. It's
yeah.
like how you've passed the Oasis phase
No,
and you've
I
gone
haven't
into Pink
passed it.
Floyd.
Oasis is still my favorite band of all time.
Nope.
No,
I
okay.
because now I think this guy likes Oasis thing isn't really working that well anymore.
No,
I think we have to change it to I think this guy likes Pink Floyd.
I think this guy likes Green Day.
What's what? It's okay. So this one is it's got to be "Oh Darling" for Paul McCartney.
Does it?
What? I don't
I
think
think he's definitely written better songs than.
this. But are they saying they think it's the best vocal performance, or are they saying is it the best song by him?
Well,
Because
I
people
mean,
could get confused by that. You know,
Oh Darling fans tend to think both. I think so.
average "Oh Darling" fan.
Average Oh Darling fan, yeah.
The weakest "Oh Darling" fan versus strongest Oasis fan.
Hey, no Oasis slander. I'll stick up for them still.
I personally think Golden Slumber's performance is better than Let It Be, but Let It Be is still great.
I can't get past Let It Be. Let It Be is like masterpiece. It's amazing.
Well, maybe you'll get over the Let It Be phase
I don't know if I
soon as
no.
well, and then
Well,
you'll be
I
in
mean, I
then
think
you'll be in a Golden Slumbers phase.
I think Let It Be just has a better meaning like than any other Beatles song. So think at least even if I get over the song, I feel like the sentimental value will still be there. So
You know what? Golden Slumbers is, by the way, 1
what's
minute 32 seconds.
yeah, I thought it was because I filtered Beatles songs by duration, and I nearly put it in there, but I hadn't listened to it, so I thought I shouldn't. So
So we've got this guy who's got an in between his profile picture, and he says, "Talk tonight, sad song. Slide away, she's electric." I'm assuming he means slide away over, she's electric.
no,
No,
okay,
sorry,
no. What
slide
do you?
away under, she's
Okay,
electric.
right. So
And
talk.
talk tonight under sad song.
Right. So yeah. So they're saying sad song is a song sung by Noel, which is they think
Yeah.
is better than
I don't know why they
Talk
did
Tonight, and then
just dash. I
yeah,
don't know why
I mean
they did
they
that.
could have right. You
Could have
never
actually done
know.
the
Could
under
have.
sign, But we're not gonna.
I think I've been coming out with pretty good opinions of late. I think
Yeah,
they've,
they,
they haven't really stuck in the
they're looking
community,
for
but
something to complain about. Disgusting. My phone's on 1%, by the way, so this
oh
this
jeez,
might end soon.
promise you a podcast.
This will be the last one from this episode. Hey Jude over Let It Be something HCTS.
Hmm.
Sorry, something over. It's HCTS.
I couldn't
Oh,
believe how many people were Oh, Here Comes the Sun, by the way. I
oh
couldn't
right, yeah.
I couldn't believe how many people were like absolutely getting around something. Like it
Yeah,
was
people love something.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
evidently.
these ones says of John Lennon. George's best song is something. Here Comes the Sun. No something. Yeah. Well, there you
I
go.
mean, I feel like
Dang.
I feel like Here Comes the Sun's not overplayed. I just feel like it's popular for a reason, and I feel like people hate it because it's popular.
My phone has died. My phone's carked
That
it, but this
that
guy
is
says
a sad ending.
Boneheads Bank something. I can't remember what it said.
Holiday would have
Bank
been.
Holiday. Yeah. Why?
Well, I mean, he didn't sing it, so that was
Oh
why it
right.
didn't make the list. He was meant to sing it,
Oh,
but he got drunk, so he couldn't sing it.
okay.
So true story.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's a sad way to end the podcast with the old final resting place of the phone.
Yeah, that is a sad way to end the podcast, but it's about time we ended it.
Yeah, it is
Because I need
about
to go
time.
to sleep,
Yeah.
and you need to go to sleep.
So
And
do I. I still need to make a
everybody,
TikTok, so this is gonna be bad. But
oh dear, I'll get
yeah.
in first to say.
Oh, wow.
I think this guy likes Oasis though, so
Wow, that's
I'm
honourable
prepared
of
for
you.
that.
Okay, so have you got any other
Well,
news to report on before we wrap it up?
the news. I think an exciting prospect for us as the podcast is 5th of November, which is the indicative date for the 80% double dose. It's up to 10 people, including dependents, are permitted at your home. So, actually, we might have an in-person one of these days podcast
Wow, that'd be huge.
by the 5th of November, which is a little bit exciting. So,
Wow,
the
jeez.
prospects of that are very exciting. We could do it outside anyway, but
An outside
I think we will do
podcast
that.
with nature. Wow.
Yes, we love nature.
nice.
Just hopefully no wind.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't like wind. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's what it is for people inside your home. 5th of November. That's the earliest, or 80% double dose. So there you go.
Wow, big things to come.
Make sure if you want to see us get to in-person podcast, vaccinated kids.
Yeah.
Not that I would tell you what to do, but if that's what you want, which is a very exciting prospect, then do that. But there you go.
Wow. There you go. Wow.
Bang.
Right. So, okay. As always, thank you for listening all the way through. If you have, if not, and you've just skipped to this point, thank you anyway for being here.
People
We're
just
incredibly
love
grateful.
our outros. They just skip to go to the outros.
It's the highlight of the show when it's over. Right. So anyway, thank you all for listening. Appreciate it as always. I've been Callum. You've been Jack, and the listener. Sorry, I've screwed this up. Anyway,
You've been Jack. Yes, I have been.
You've been Jack. Congratulations, you've been Jack.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Anyway, thank you all for listening. We'll be back on Monday with episode 8. Thank you for listening. Peace and love. Goodbye.